Hey everyone, Jai Mahakal. So, have you ever felt like you lost something valuable and wished you had some magical way to find it? What if I told you there's this astrological technique that I have been researching on that could point you directly to your missing keys, wallet, or even that sentimental heirloom that you got? So, prepare to have your mind blown as we explore how Prashna can actually help you recover lost items right now. So now, of course, there will be some exceptions since this technique is kind of under research right now. But I have seen quite a lot of charts and used it for party tricks to surprise friends and stuff. And it has worked quite brilliantly in there. With, of course, sometimes it doesn't give the appropriate result. It is somewhat off by here and there, and you need to be very precise with the question to get the precise answer. It's like the more accurate your input, the more accurate your output. For example, I was searching for my spectacles lately using this technique, but I was just vague with it. I was like searching for spectacles, and it did lead me to spectacles, except they were not mine. So, yeah, you need to be very precise with the questioning. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, we will first go for the basics here. The basics being the eight directions. So, I think I have discussed this in the last few videos also, but we are gonna recap it. This is east, this is west, this is south, this is north, northeast. This one leans more towards east, and this one leans more towards north. Similarly, southeast, southwest. And yeah, you need to take out D60 for the Prashna and not D1 just to be sure. I have made a video on D62. It will appear right around here, I guess, at this time. Then this one is northwest. Now we have discussed the eight directions that you can find your object in, but which one to see for that particular Prashna? For that, I have seen that the finding star or Mrigshira Nakshatra is quite helpful. If you don't know about nakshatras, just see Taurus and Gemini. Since this nakshatra is lying between 23 degree 20 minutes of Taurus and 6 degrees 40 minutes Gemini. So I'll just give an example here. Let's say you get like a chart for your Prashna, and it's sorry for my rough drawing. It's say Virgo rising. 3 will come here, and 2 will come here. That means south, or will the southern part of the southeast area. Sorry, southwest. Southwest. Because Taurus falls here in the southern part of southwest and Gemini falls here in the south. So this would imply that. Alright, we'll just take another example so it's like more clear. It is that. So, yeah, let's say it's 9 now. So Gemini falls here and Taurus falls here. This is west and this is north. So this becomes northwest. Or well, since Gemini is in west, west. So western part of northwest or west. That's how you find the direction. But from where to see those directions? So before asking you a question, assuming that you know where your object is in the broader sense of things, for example, you know that it's in your house or in a particular room in your house or somewhere specific, you take that as the reference and you measure your directions from the center. So, for example, this is your house, and you have got like a kitchen here and like a room here or something like that, and like a balcony. So your center will lie somewhere around here. You could use like the map of your home to measure that, or like say if it's the room, then you know the center be here or here. Or if you know it's in the balcony, then the center will be somewhere here. Then you measure the direction from the center. So you put like a compass here, say this is north, and other directions are well accordingly east, west, and south. Now, in the last one, we had got this area, this particular arc. So it could be somewhere in either this portion or this portion, since it's like extending to here. Of course, it won't be out of the house if you haven't taken the reference as that. But yeah, the directions depend on your reference. Nextly, we will move to the role of the sun. So, sun is like the source of light. It is shedding light on wherever it's going. Now, if that sun falls in Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius, or Scorpio, either it sits in the Mrigshira Nakshatra or it's close to it or it's aspecting it through the house is opposite to it, then it brings to a lot of extent ease in finding that object unless sun is afflicted. If sun is afflicted, then depending on like the house it's in, the placement and everything, there could be broadly two categories. Also, if the house that is under concern, for example, the house carrying Taurus and Gemini is afflicted, then also it applies. That two major or two broad classifications could be either affliction by Mars and Saturn or affliction by Rahu and Ketu. In case of Mars and Saturn, the object is quite concealed or it requires a lot of effort to find it. In case of Rahu Ketu, it is right in front of your eyes, but you aren't able to find it. So it's like right there, but you're just missing it. Next are the Dusthanas. That is sixth house, eighth house, and 12th house. The lords of these houses can bring trouble in finding the object if they associate with Will, Taurus, or Gemini. The basically the stronger the Dusthana and its lord, the harder the object gets to find. Also, we would be measuring the Dusthanas from the reference of Taurus and Gemini. So if let's say we take the reference of Taurus, then the lord of Dusthanas become Venus. Venus is neglected because Venus is also the lord of Taurus itself. So it has negligible effects in sixth house, doesn't cause much negative effect to it. You could treat it like -1, this one like -2, and this one like -3. So this one is like very less as compared to the other two. So Venus gets neglected here as the sixth lord because it's also the lord of Taurus itself. Then we have got Jupiter, and we have got Mars. Jupiter will also get neglected. I'll explain the reason when we move to Gemini. So only Mars is considered from here, being the 12th house, lord of the losses. Now we take Gemini as the reference. Mars again rules this one, 6th house. 10th house, 8th house is ruled by Saturn, and this one gets ignored because this is also like the part of it, so we ignore it. Only Mars and Saturn are considered. Also, since Ketu is said to co-rule Scorpio, it's also valid here. So it gets Ketu plus Mars. Now, why was Jupiter neglected, right? So Jupiter rules two Kendras with respect to Gemini, which gives a very positive effect here. Hence, Jupiter's eighth lordship from the reference of Taurus gets neglected, and only its benefic effects are seen because it doesn't give the negative effects in that case. I'll come to Jupiter at the very last of the video because it's something I wanna keep for the last. The best is to be kept for the last, to be honest. So have some patience and just get through it, I guess. Or you could just fast forward it. I would recommend seeing the whole video though. So now the role of Saturn. Saturn is, well, first of all, a hard planet, obviously. And secondly, as I said earlier, it's the Lord of Capricorn, which is eighth from Gemini. So it would bring struggles if it is influencing the Mrigshira Nakshatra, or for the beginners, it's influencing either Taurus or Gemini in any way, like aspecting it, it's seated in it, it's directly opposite to it. Taurus and Gemini falling in, well, 10th and 11th houses, because that is naturally Saturn's houses. So it would just ensure struggles, it will bring struggles, it will bring hardships in finding that the lost object could very well be, it could very well be buried under some other stuff, it could be concealed in some dark corner, it could be under a lot of pressure. Some other examples of Saturn's landmarks or characteristic places could be, it could be near some iron object, it could be near something black or dark blue in color, it could be near some clock since Saturn also represents time. It could be in the servants' quarters under specific cases. It could be near oil, it could be near, well, old stuff. So also rechecking the places that you have once looked at helps if Saturn is influencing the Taurus or Gemini in some way. And Saturn here ensures, well, delay in finding the object in question, the lost object. Next is the role of the nodes. Nodes as in Rahu, the north node or the dragon's head, and Ketu, the dragon's tail or the south node. They are basically shadows. So they just hide things within them. So their sole purpose in this kind of prashna is to make stuff harder for you. Either of these placed in the searching houses or in Taurus Gemini, basically. I'll refer to them as the searching houses because I don't know, it feels way cooler to say that. Don't judge me. So it just makes the object nearly impossible to find when it is in the searching houses. Of course, there are exceptions to it, and it is given that no other forces are there to help. So, what does nearly impossible mean here? Right. The first thing that would come to your mind logically would be the literal meaning of it, like it's just not gonna be found. The second one, that is more logical in this kind of prashna, is that the reference you are looking for, like the reference in which you are looking for the object, is not right. So change the reference. It is not present in the frame you are searching for. Thirdly, it could be that it is not possible to find it when it is necessary to find it. In a sense, you would find it after the purpose of finding it is completely resolved. There could be other things that would mean this nearly impossible too, but these are the three major ones. There could be a lot of reasons for this, or well, the other forces could mean like either in the chart or in real life. If it's in real life, it in most cases shows up on the chart too, either in the form of lordships, nakshatras, and everything. Now, the role of the nodes when they are placed with other planets. This one will only be considered if they are associated with the searching houses or the houses of the search. So let's say they associate it themselves with Sun. We already discussed it in the beginning of the video. I'll just quickly re-glance it. So the object is well right in front of you in open view, but you aren't able to well find it. So In most cases, you would require a father figure's help. If sun is here, let's say in place of sun, they associate with the moon. Now, moon is well the kark of your mind. Rahu and Ketu are yeah, sorry. Moon is well the kark of your mind. Rahu and Ketu are shadows. They are smoke, so they cloud your mind. So, in case of Ketu, Ketu is also your intuition. If it's Ketu, then you feel like this sharp, intuitive feeling that it is in that place. But the issue is that you are not trusting your instincts. So you would search everywhere except that instinctive place. So if this kind of conjunction or if this kind of connection arises in the Prashna or Horary chart, I would suggest you to follow your gut and it will help you in finding the object. If instead of Ketu, Rahu connects with the moon. Now, Rahu is somewhat a challenge. It makes it harder to find the object because well, you are getting too emotional about it per se. It gives the same thing as when with Sun because both are luminaries of the astrological stuff. Sun is also the light shedding planet, moon is also the light shedding planet, even though it does reflect sun's light, but it shows us light in the night. Wow, it rhymed. Anyways, so well, yeah, that's moon and Rahu's combination associating with the searching houses for you. You would not be able to see that object while it's just in front of you, and you might have to call your mom or like a motherly figure or some important female in your life. Next combination that would come is well Mercury with the nodes. So Mercury is well your intellect. It's your ability to grasp and to process things. The nodes, when with Mercury, would cause some sort of brain fog or it would just cloud your brain, basically. It is like you had kept the object in a safe spot, but now you forgot where that safe spot is. Also, it could be some friend from the past that you gave that object to and you forgot that you had given him or her that object. Next is well Mars, or well your friend from your past will help you in sort in case of Mercury, or just a friend will help you find it. In case of Mars, it this combination will just challenge your willpower. It will make you put extra effort and extra energy into finding it, and it will take like loads of your energy away from you in just the search. Your siblings or co-bonds, or in some cases your friends, might help you find it. After Mars, we have got Venus. Well, this usually, in the cases that I have seen, this means that the object is with a person from the past, possibly with your ex or like a past lover or some old crush or like a female in general from the past. Now, in case of, sorry for the background noise. Now, in case of, the other two planets, yeah, Saturn and Jupiter, they usually tend to dominate over this pair. In some cases, do they don't dominate. In those cases, just either rephrase your question or change the frame of reference that you were taking. All right, so we will move ahead for the last part that I have been keeping you waiting for. It's Jupiter's influence. So Jupiter is like the goat, like the greatest of all times in the lost and found prashnas or Horary charts. It shows divine help. It's like, in other words, Jupiter is like, okay, this thing is not under your control. I must send some help out for you and help you out with finding that stuff. So somebody would randomly just come and help you out with finding it, or you will just coincidentally find it, per se. So the planets, houses, signs, and everything that is influencing Jupiter or is being influenced by Jupiter determines the form or forms in which you would receive that help. Each planet has significance. Each planet has significations or significance or colors that could be used to further hint at the area that or the location the object is in. I'll give a basic sort of idea for it. I already gave for Saturn, so we will just skip that. In case of Mars, it's like red color, or in some place that has honey nearby, or some sort of weapon or sharp tools nearby, like also in general tools, to be honest. Similarly with Mercury is also tools, by the way. Mars is also like, it could be near your kitchen area, near electrical appliances or switches, or near your stove or a fireplace if you have one. And anything that has that energy running into it is Mars. In case of Sun, also to some extent energy comes. Sun's colors are a bit similar to Mars, except the shade is a bit different. So Sun is like orange or golden in color. Sun would mean the object is easier to find, as I said earlier. Sun could also mean in the place where sunlight comes in your house. So near the windows, it could be there, and there are several significations, to be honest. You could just figure them out with practice and using it multiple times. There is Mercury. Mercury could mean near tools, as I said earlier. Also, it could mean in bookshelf or anywhere you write stuff in between books. The object is enough to fit there. It could be near the book, or it could be on your study table as well. It could be on your study room or office. Office could also be represented by Saturn, but the case is a bit different, so you have to practice it and learn how to apply it. Mercury is very green. Mercury could also mean it's near plants or in a very green area. Mercury is done. Jupiter is yellow in color. It could mean near the altar or the worship place, or that, or the small temple that are made in your house. It could be near that, or in some shelf near that. It could also mean it's near some religious thing like a murti or idol, or some sort of picture, inscription, anything that has link with culture or tradition or religion. Jupiter, then sorry about that. Venus could mean, well, pastel colors like cream, pastel blue, pink, any color that has a significant amount of light, basically. Venus could mean in your bedroom, in your nearby your dressing table, near some mirror, near some cosmetic item. If Venus is afflicted by Rahu, then it could also mean it's near some medicines or expired medicines per se. Moon would mean, well, near water or near milk or near food. It could be in your fridge or near your fridge or on your fridge. It could be near your dining table. It could also be near something white, since moon is white, or something of pale color. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn was covered earlier. So yeah, I guess that's it, the seven planets, and that would be my time. I would take your leave until we meet next time. So keep practicing, keep learning. Jai Mahakal, everybody.